What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time, we left the prison cell after talking with Sirhan Doggin, and we came to Knightley's holding cell. We discovered the letter that proves that Knightley was on the other end of the correspondence chess. What else did we find? A clean toilet? That's pretty much it. Okay. I would like you to check the footage of this security camera. If you find any problems, report to me at once. Understood, sir. Yes, do my bidding. I don't like it. It's like a constant reminder you're being watched. I understand your feelings, but I definitely don't want to live in a place like this. Every morning I'd be reminded again while I'm at the sink that I need to look good for the camera. Don't get too worked up about it. What else is left in this room? Windows with iron bars. There are no signs of tampering. It doesn't look like the criminal could have escaped through here. What if these iron bars are removable? Let me inspect them for future reference. Okay, now's not the time for that. We're in the middle of an investigation. I feel like we've examined everything, haven't we? What about this floor? This is a bit... Something seems off? The floor here is clean. Was it mopped recently? There doesn't seem to be anything in the cell to wipe the floor with. That is interesting. It seems strange that only the area in front of the bed has been wiped clean. So it's possible he was killed here, there's blood on the floor, and they cleaned it up. Now are these two pieces enough? Cleaned up with the newspaper, oh. Yes, that's it. The floor here is clean. It was probably wiped down with something. Did someone spill grape juice here? I don't know exactly what was wiped away, but I can imagine what was used to wipe it. It's very likely it was this torn up newspaper. Couldn't he have asked one of the guards if he could borrow a cleaning rag? Perhaps it was something he didn't want the guards to see. Wiped floor data. Ba 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 ba. So this is what our investigation turned up. It seems we found a major connection between the victim and Doggin. This is terrible! What happened? Security camera recording something... Oh, it's not wiped? That's interesting. What? Can you let me see it? Of course, sir. I have a portable playback device right here. Then let me see it right away. A portable VHS player with a screen? I don't remember ever seeing such a thing. Looks like a dog. Looks like a dog attacked him. This black thing has got to be that doggy, right? Up until this point, I thought the murder took place inside the prison. But it appears I was mistaken. The place where Knightley was attacked was... holding cell. Take that! It was the detention center. And furthermore, he was attacked by Doggin's dog. This is the decisive evidence. Security footage data jotted down in my organizer. Look how big that thing is! If Knightley was killed in this room, then this piece of evidence we found in the cell takes on a new meaning. Which piece of evidence takes on a new meaning? New piece of evidence... meaning? It could be the blanket, or it could be the rope. It could involve how he was transported, which makes sense, but or it's the fact that my original theory about the blood being wiped. That probably makes the most sense. Take that. Yeah, it's the blood. For some reason, someone wiped the floor clean. It's possible they were wiping away bloodstains. Thank you for your hard work. While I have your attention, may I ask for one more favor? What would that be? There should be a detective by the name of Dick Gumshoe in the detention center of the prison. Or the prison. I'd like you to give him a message, a massage. Tell him to check this room for traces of blood, and give the results to me. Yes, sir. This should corner that old coot. No, not yet. We still don't know how Knightley and the dog moved from here to the prison. The office! Come on, man! That's true, but once we figure that out... Where should we check out next, Mr. Edgeworth? The guards here might know something about the murder. Let's see if we can learn any new details from them. All right, let's continue our... Sorry to intrude. Oh, I miss Sheena already. Well, if it isn't Mr. Prosecutor and the little lady. Fancy meeting you here. This man is Shilong Lang. I love that name. Shilong Lang, what a fun name to say. An Interpol agent. About 2 weeks ago, he was in charge of investigating one of my cases. I would have thought he'd returned to his native country of Zhengfa by now. Agent Lang, what brings you here? Just some boring work, nothing you need to know about. Ha ha! On top of a black dog, we meet a black wolf. You came alone today, Agent Lang. Usually, he'd have a huge police force with him. Mr. P, seems you've been busy these past few days. These past few days? Is he referring to the incident with Zhengfa president? I would have thought you'd be involved in his security too. Ah! Our president doesn't even trust his own country's police force. Look at the results of hiring a private security company. It's laughable. Agent Lang doesn't trust prosecutors or the courts. That's why he brings along a large force of capable policemen to thoroughly investigate the crime scene. Yes, if you and your subordinates had been there, the results might have been different. My subordinates, huh? They're no longer with me. They're not with you. Funny, looks like I'm a real lone wolf now. You're a wolf pack of one. Agent Lang, just what happened exactly? Didn't I tell you? There's nothing you need to know about. Well, goodbye, prosecutor. I killed them all. I killed them. That's what he did. Mr. Lang, wonder what happened. It troubles me too, but there's nothing we can do about it for now. Okay, let us continue with our own investigation. Got it. First, let's ask those guards a few questions. You there! Have you seen a black dog around here? Of course not. If I had actually seen it, I would be standing around here so carefree. Did something happen with that doggy? Okay, let's not press this matter any further. So Doggin's dog didn't come by the detention center. This is a difficult case. What's wrong? Is something troubling you? Sir, one of my uniforms has gone missing. But I'm certain that I placed it in this locker. Maybe the uniform grew legs and walked off somewhere. What kind of logic is that? In any case, I wish you the best in your search. I'll be rooting for you. Thank you for your support. Interesting. There you are. Ooh, People's Court. Mr. Shields, where'd you go? Where indeed? I've been searching for you guys this whole time. Walking all around the prison is hard work, you know. That's strange, seeing as you came from the opposite direction. I got some new information. You want to hear it? Do ya? He sure changed the subject quickly. What are you hiding, Ray? I heard a little something from the guards. It seems Knightley caused a bit of an incident 2 days ago. An incident? You know how Simon said he came to visit Knightley, right? After the visit, when Knightley returned to his cell, naturally a guard escorted Knightley back to his cell. While the guard was unlocking his handcuffs, all of a sudden Knightley struck the guard and knocked him out. It seems he was going to attempt a jailbreak. By the time the other guards arrived, the key to his cell had disappeared. But there's been no reports of Knightley's jailbreak attempt 2 days ago. Exactly. It's strange, isn't it? Right up until his death, he was still in his cell. What's more, Knightley claimed he never stole the key in the first place. In fact, they searched his cell and the key was nowhere to be found. Did the guard who was struck have anything to say? No one knows. He was taken to the hospital while he was still unconscious. He's still there now, it seems. So in the end, we still don't know what happened. So someone stole the keys and used it to get into the cell. It's you! That voice. What are you still doing hanging around here? Well, you see, this is my assistant. Are you here to object our investigation and make me into a laughingstock? Sebastian, I believe obstruct is the word you're looking for. In a way, I think his expression was apt. A pleasure meeting you again, Judge Courtney. I know, you are Simon Keyes. Defense attorney, are you not? Well then, let's skip the formalities and celebrate our happy reunion with a hug. Or maybe not. Come on, play her music, play her music! Incidentally, I heard you mention an assistant a moment ago. Yeah? We're assistants at the Edgeworth law offices. Prosecutors are civil servants. To open a side business is to portray the goddess of law. As long as profit is not our objective, there shouldn't be a problem, right? Yeah, that's it! Miles here is a volunteer worker. The purpose of my office isn't to make money. We're pro bono. What a wonderful heart you have, defending others without demanding payment. Ah, ha ha ha! I do have an amazing charitable heart. More importantly, I'd like you to explain your reasons for arresting Simon Keyes. There's no need to. Is that a challenge against me? No, I was speaking with Judge Courtney. I guess it can't be helped. If you want to take on the best, you will fall like the rest. I haven't said anything yet. But this is convenient. Then I will hear you out. What were your reasons for arresting Mr. Keyes? I see no need to inform you. Sebastian, let us... Just watch, Justine. Watch as I run around in circles against this useless prosecutor. I think you mean run circles around me. Yeah, that's what I meant. Prepare yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. So you want to know my reasons for arresting that man? The answer is simple. Yes, we found traces of that guy over there. How's that? Perfectly simple, perfectly decisive, right? Of course, I was the first to notice it because I'm the best. How am I supposed to go about pressing that? How's that? Got nothing to say? Speechless in my presence? This guy sure talks a lot. So you're the one who arrested Mr. Keyes, I take it. Mr. Debeste, do you have the right to do such a thing? Well, obviously it was the police who carried out the arrest. But since it was under my direction, shouldn't it also count as my arrest? As I expected. It'd be difficult to deal with both of them at the same time, but... her silence is troubling me. Just what is she thinking?
Hold it!
let's get one thing clear. You do know who you arrested, right? What? You take me for a fool? The one I arrested was Simon Keyes. No doubt about it. I expect you to at least understand that much. What is that reason? That's quite a surprise. So what is this fatal reason for the arrest? Are you attempting to lure information out of me through flattery? A good strategy, but I'm afraid it won't work on me. We have found vital evidence implicating Simon Keyes. That's what Sebastian was trying to say. Yes! So because of this vital evidence, I had Simon arrested. The answer is simple. Yes, we found traces of that guy over there. Hold it! That guy over there. That's certainly vague. Well, don't they say, the best hears one thing and understands 10? You're just being lazy. Explain it more clearly. Sebastian, if it's alright with you, would you please explain it to them in more detail? I'm sure that everyone wants to hear what you have to say. Alright, if you insist, Justine. We discovered that. Perhaps you didn't know, but the victim carried a chessboard with him. From it, we found that suspect Simon Keyes' fingerprints. Well done, Sebastian. I bless you on behalf of the goddess of law. Please amend your testimony. Are you alright with that, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Yes. The victim carried a chessboard. From it, we found Simon Keyes' fingerprints. Hold it! Surely it wasn't you who discovered the fingerprints. Hey, I'm just a prosecutor, aren't I? I leave that stuff to the forensics team. These fingerprints could be a problem, but wasn't the chessboard originally... Maybe I should take another look at the evidence. So... Edgeworth wants me to present something. What is it about this... Simon brought it to him at his reportable found Simon brought it to him at his request? So, it should have been on Knightley, right? Objection! That is the problem, because we found it on Knightley. Wait, did we find it on Knightley? I think we did. Fingerprints, oh, I see what they're saying. Because he was delivering it to him, which is why his fingerprints would naturally be on it. Okay, got it. Is that the ace up your sleeve? Ace in my sleeve? Oh, ace up my sleeve. Yes, the methods I use are always the best. This ace is my trump card. Well then, allow me to show you that it is not, in fact, a trump card at all. Simon Keyes was the one who sent this chessboard to the victim in the first place. So it's only natural some of his prints would be left on it. Ah! That took way too long. These fingerprints are hardly decisive evidence. Perhaps your arrest was a little too rash? Rash? To begin with, this incident occurred in the detention center and the prison. To suspect Simon just because he isn't a prisoner or a guard is a little unreasonable. What? What's with them all of a sudden? I finally get what you're trying to say. Rash! You mean we were too quick to arrest the guy, right? He was stuck on that? Sure, I was the first to lay eyes on him. And I was the first to notice the evidence. That was even faster. But I am not rash. Sure, Simon Keyes isn't a guard or prisoner, but... Sebastian... Judge Courtney... What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that. Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. But shouldn't you get to the best part first? The best part? Why don't you tell them about your wonderful reasoning regarding the murder weapon? Good one, Justine. Nice suggestion. Mr. Edgeworth, listen to my first-rate reasoning. Objection! Will this reasoning explain why you arrested Mr. Keyes? I love this. It's like, they make it sound like it's on a harpsichord, but it's very Chopin-y, like it's very back and forth with high tempo. I love that. I'm sure it will meet your expectations. Judge Courtney just changed the flow of the conversation. Just what is she planning? She's definitely pulling his strings, feeding him information. But we'll have to save that for next episode, so stay tuned tomorrow for the next one. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye!